Alrighty, let's roll the windows up. Since I have AC working now much better, it wasn't blowing too bad. What we did was he just put a can of oil with dye marker in it to boost it up, and that'll, it helps lubricate it. Which BTW, if your AC does not have refrigerant in it, you have a pretty good probability of your compressor going out sometime, which is very, 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 very expensive. So your refrigerant has oil in it, which lubricates it. Now we've done a few times, you don't need AC. You just get a little spacer deal and put it in there to, where the belt is, and let's call it good. We drove to Colorado in 99 degree heat with no AC. So, anyway, another addendum to my last video. Just the crazy things, inanity of the world that we live in, where pagans do better than quote unquote Christians with a small c, because most Christians are not acting or living as Christians. So, in fact, when Margot was heading out here, and I told her, I said, I wish that there were several Christian communities that I could say, you'd be safe here. I trust these people. I trust them with my life. I trust them with my wife's life. I trust them with my kids' life, and I trust them with your life. I said, I'll just be honest with you. I can't tell you that. So, I had her scheduled. They were off grid, didn't have water and everything. They're doing a refuge for women that need help. But I had her set up to go to be with some pagans that I know and I trust, So that's a pretty damn sad indictment on. And that's after, 20 years of trying to get people to move here and organize and help each other and build community. And, it's just like everybody is so selfish. And I see that changing now. The people coming now, I'm hoping, will actually care about somebody besides themselves. But, jury's still out on that. Stone Kingdom of Yahweh, yeah, 2 thumbs up. Beyond that, everybody's kind of just, you're in that reconfiguration mode, get your feet back on the ground and get out here. But there have been some extremely unpleasant situations that I'm not happy with. So anyway, going through the city of Bolivar, it's kind of a Polk County seat. Hopefully I won't get pulled over by any of their little Nazi polices. Not that they could pull me over for anything, but they like to harass people sometimes. No, pretty good. I mean, it's an empty town. I don't know. One time though, my wife was doing a garage sale to raise money for her midwifery case. Baby died in the hospital. Hospital basically killed the baby and blamed her. She's a midwife. It's her fault. After 2 years, her attorney actually tracks down the doctor who was on call on the tarmac, at the emergency room, and under oath, under testimony, under witness, whatever you call it, under oath, he said, I never did a birth in my life. He had no idea what he was doing. Elaine told him what to do, and a doctor that's done 14,000 births, I told him the situation. He goes, well, you got to clamp the cord and cut it. And I went, I know that. You know that. She knew that. But the doctor didn't know it, and they blamed her. And he said, well, I'll testify for her. I'll come down there from Chicago. 14,000 births. I'll come down there from Chicago and testify for her as an expert witness. So anyway, crazy things, bunny trails and just talking and blah, blah, blah. So too bad, so sad. I've had people criticizing me for this and that and the other thing. You know, they don't do anything. They're not helping anybody, but they feel like they got to criticize. So, such is life, you know. I'm thinking the kingdom of heaven is going to be built by people that actually care about people, not people that are just spending their money on themselves and, you know, going to auctions and garage sales and filling their garage full of garbage and then having a garage sale to get rid of the garbage just because it's fun. You know, it's an addiction. So anyway, all right. But my point was, sorry about my onion goggles. They keep the wind out of your face. Oh, there's no wind. I got the AC on and the windows are shut. Okay. Addendum. I don't know what it was. Sorry. I am tired. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning now. Oh, yeah. I wanted to say, you know, there's other branches of quote-unquote Christianity that most Christians would consider a cult. Mormons, you know, they had their continuous immigration fund. Helped people that were poor get to where they wanted to get, to what they considered Zion, you know, Salt Lake City. And then the Amish, you know, they collect money and they buy land with it for new families. So a new family starts out, they got a 10 or 20 or 30 acre farm. So, and another guy, I did a shout out to this guy before, Bucking Billy Ray Smith. Bucking, like bucking bales, well, bucking wood, firewood. This guy is the most cheerful, wonderful, sweet-hearted guy who his YouTube subscribers, what do you want to call them, constituents, help him. They support him. They send him money, and he'll go out and cut a year's worth of firewood for old people. And he'll cut trees down. He's a logger. I watched a lot of videos, and I kept looking at his truck, and I'm going like, man, that's got to be like a 1975, whatever. Well, come to find out, he's up in British Columbia. So whether he's poor or he likes driving an old car, it's EMP proof, or you can't get a real car up there, I don't know. But watch some of his videos. But he'll get on there and he does live streaming, and just chats with people. And he rebuilds old axes, he reconditions them, and he sells them. Kind of one of the things he does to support his channel. It's just a testimony to the vision that he has. A guy made him like a neon sign, and I mean it's 3D. It's lights and it blinks and it's just phenomenal. Just did it for him because he loved him. You know, so you know I have a dream. I have a vision. The kingdom of heaven is going to come about exactly as Messiah said, and that is when all men know that you are my disciples, because you all believe exactly the same thing, or because worse yet, you have all your little pet peeve doctrines and you absolutely hate each other and you fight and argue and bitch, piss, moan, and whine. No, because you have love one for another. And we're not there yet. We're not anywhere near that. I am sure hoping that people start pulling together and helping, but that's the dream, that's the vision. You know, that's what we've got to do. You know, it's what the Gospels are about. Read the Gospels, for crying out loud. You know, I love St. Francis. He said, you know, at all times preach the gospel, and if necessary, use words, but it shouldn't be necessary. The gospel is what you do. You can speak and you can say, "Oh, Jesus,